So, welcome back to Drunk Book Reviews. I am here today to talk about Friday Black, which, as you might notice, is a Black Friday, but reversed. That's because one of the major themes of this book is talking about retail. He also talks about consumerism. He has a couple dystopian stories in here. And then also, one of the main ones I feel like kind of a thread running throughout the stories is just existing as a Black man in like a white world. My favorite story out of this book was the first one, which is called The Finkelstein Five, which is about a white man who murders these 5 Black kids that are hanging out outside of a public library with a chainsaw because he's protecting his kids. And then it talks about the court case that immediately follows. And it is heavily satirical, but it's just great. Like the commentary that he makes on like the justice system and, you know, the way it's biased towards like white people, and also just like police brutality and, you know, just existing in spaces where you're always seen as a threat. I honestly think everyone should read it, because if you're white, you can learn something about like kind of like the oppressive atmosphere, how it feels to just exist in those spaces. And then also if you're Black, you're gonna find it funny and sad because it's so accurate. Like he just shows how like what a terrible state like the world is in today. And I don't know, it's just like relatable. So I think honestly like everyone should read that story. And if you like don't read the rest of the book, that story is like gold. I mean, this is a really short book, and I think if I had to describe it in one word, I would say thought-provoking. It's honestly like the stories are so...
That's 2 words.
Thought-provoking has a dash in it.
It still qualifies as 1 word?
I think so.
Okay. My bad.
Wow. White ignorant. I'm just kidding. I feel like he packs such a punch into like such a short space that it's, I don't know, you kind of need time to like digest it. Like I can only read 2 or 3 of these in a day. It's not one of those things where I could just plow through it. So if you want something where you actually like, it makes you stop and think and have to like sit with it for a little bit, then you should probably read this. I feel like he leaves the story where it's not always like completely clear what happened, but it's not one of those where it'll piss you off with how basically the author didn't choose to end the story. I fucking hate that. It's not like he didn't choose to end it. It just kind of leaves you wondering. He ends it, but it just kind of leaves you wondering like what it means. So I would say if you're a fan of like where it's up to interpretation or like an ambiguous ending, read it, because he kind of does that a lot, I noticed. I really was not expecting to like this as much as I did, just because I don't usually read short stories. And if I do, I usually feel like the collections are really weird and just, I don't know. I haven't really found, I guess, a collection that really resonated at all, but I really liked this. And if you work in retail, also read this, because yeah, his stories, the Black Friday, or the Friday Black one, which is what the book is named for, is he's basically defending off these kind of like zombies working at a store with like this really long pole, and he just like has to get them what they want. I mean, obviously it's like a parody of like Black Friday and stuff, but it's pretty great. He has a couple in there like dealing with that type of work. Definitely like a unique voice, I feel like, and really clear like vision, strong vision and execution. So yeah, when this isn't as new and the price goes down, I might buy a copy of it just because I loved the first story so much, and the other ones honestly one of them I still don't even know like what it means. The other ones I feel like I got them, but it's maybe worth a repeat read, which I never say ever, because I don't really reread books at all. Like since becoming an adult, I feel like it's just a waste of time. Most books you're able to comprehend on one read. You don't really need to read it again. I should have looked up how to say this guy's name. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna try to pronounce these white authors' names, but I'm not gonna try to pronounce, you know, someone that has what I think is an African name. Yeah, want to work on that.
Wow, that nature is so cool, man. Let me see if it'll let me touch it. Oh!
Jesus, now I have to start my sentence over and I don't know what I was saying.
It's about being a Black man in a white universe or something.
A white universe. Wow, I said world, but okay. You're right, it's a white universe.
No.
I'm dead. This is the quality content I need.